Hey guys, it's Final Master Link and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And in this part we're finally going to finish off the Forest Temple, thank God for that. Because I'm just tired of talking on my computer screen. I've already done it the past two videos, so luckily, hopefully this is the only time I have to do it now. Because, you know, desyncing issues are definitely going to be a problem if it keeps happening over and over again, because you know, it doesn't quite feel like Let's Playing it if I'm not actually playing the game as I'm saying, you know, as I'm talking with it, you know? It's like watching a movie without the audio. It, you know, it just doesn't create the effect that you want. I mean, yeah, you could have, like, subtitles for what the people are saying, but it's not the same, is it? No, I don't fucking think so. So anyways, enough of my little ramble. Here, it could be kind of obvious what you have to do. Basically, you have to align your arrow through the fire so that it hits that target over there. Of course, I kind of fuck up the first time. I'm like, where the fuck's the fire? And then when I find it, you know, it's too late, so I have to basically wait again. So you can probably skip ahead 10 seconds if you feel like it. I don't know why I shot an arrow at it. I guess in the off chance that it would be so powerful that it would just pierce the ice or whatever. And so I do it again, and this time I actually managed to do it right. Thank God. So now that that's done, the room is going to get twisted, the one we were previously in. And I don't really know what the point of the spikes is around there. I mean, who's that shitty at this game that they would fall into the spikes? I mean, maybe in the Master Quest version of this game that would be you know, more difficult, but you know, I just, you know, truck through it. So I go past the what are they called? Green bubbles or whatever. And you see that hole down there is what you want to go through, because that leads to the checkered floor room, I think. Keep going. Oh, I'm waiting for the wall master, right. So I can get like another, you know, 100 rupees. It's definitely going to kind of come in handy when I buy the rest of those seeds. Or magic beans, I should say. Well, no, aren't beans seeds, technically? I don't know, I don't remember. I don't really eat beans, personally. So yeah, this is the checkered room that I was talking about earlier. Basically, that ceiling that I'm looking at is going to fall down towards you, and I don't know if it instantly kills you, but I'd imagine it does a lot of damage. But for now, I go through this door because I believe there's a gold skull TLoZ somewhere. Isn't there? Maybe I'm checking my map for a sec. Oh no, I'm making sure that Pietro isn't there. I mean, I've put my mind about it a bit, and I mean, it clearly registers me playing the song because it wouldn't say Scarecrow's song when I play the notes for it. But I don't know what else would be there, unless it's supposed to be like a treasure chest or some kind of hidden item. I don't know. Sorry. I can't really help you. I mean, shit. I'll probably have to look that up later, and, you know, I might mention it later in the video. Or in the Let's Play, but for now I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna do what the Beatles do. I'm gonna let it be, man. You know, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. That actually wasn't too bad. Although then again, I'm sure my mic is gonna fuck it up because, I mean, this isn't really a expensive headset, you know. It isn't like a South Beach or Turtle Beach or whatever the fuck they're called, like the really expensive ones. I don't remember what the brand is called, but you guys probably know what I'm talking about. So if you hit the switch here, that'll basically unlock the door, and I'm not sure if you're timed on this. I don't think you are, because otherwise you'd hear some sort of timer, but you want to be careful about skull TLoZ, like the one that just hit me right there. You want to be careful about those and kind of position yourself right. Luckily, there's a chest right here, so that's kind of your safe haven. And from it, you only get arrows, but still. And then I just kind of truck it towards the exit. Glad to be out of there. So as you can see, there's a Poe painting right there, and you'll see what happens in a second. I'm just gonna kind of there. So when you hit the painting with your bow, basically this little, I guess, puzzle, put that in quotes, this puzzle comes apart, And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put it back together to make the image of the Poe that's in the picture. It isn't too bad, although I just barely make the time, like only a second to spare, so I just barely managed to do that right. And I'm actually surprised I didn't fuck it up. Because if you fuck it up, I believe you, I think you have to restart the room again, and I think you might take a little damage. I don't entirely know. Majority of the time I've done this correctly every single time I've played the game, so I don't really know what consequence would happen. So let's see. So anyways, date is 7/31/2013, so July 31st. God, it's gonna be August tomorrow. That's a great month, especially in Indiana, because, well, in Indiana in August it's okay, like temperature-wise. It's usually on about 70 or so. But then when it gets to be about the middle of September, that's when it starts getting a little chilly. And I'm not too fond of being chilly, so it's kind of a pain in the ass, especially when the Free Fall Fair comes to my town. That takes place like the last week of September. It's kind of nice, but it's a bit too late to be having a fair when it's not summer anymore. Well, technically, I think summer is supposed to start at like after Labor Day or something like that, or after I don't remember what the holiday's called. I think it's Labor Day, but it's supposed to, after a certain holiday, it's supposed to not be considered summer anymore. But personally, I think summer's over when it's August. Personally, but I mean, my perspective on that could change, a couple years down the line. Like maybe what I've made some more friends, and I can hang out with them more, or hang out with them less, which is, it's probably going to be the later, because life kind of sucks like that. Actually, speaking of friends, I was just on Skype chatting with some guy I met. He's actually a Let's Player too, and I might be co-commentating with him, so that's going to be exciting. I guess you could say this is a shout-out. His name is, I think his name is NintenKid91, if I remember right. Yeah, I should remember his name. I mean, I was just talking to him on Skype a couple minutes ago. So yeah, he's actually making a Majora's Mask Let's Play right now, which is a bit interesting considering I'm doing Ocarina of Time right now, and they're pretty closely related, I would say. So I'm definitely looking forward to, working with him and possibly, befriending him, and then, we have drunken parties and, go to a stripper bar and, go cornholing. Well, maybe not that last one, but if you don't know what cornholing is, just Google it. You'll find out. Oh, fuck. I should not say that stuff on YouTube. So anyways, I guess you could call this kind of a mini-boss, a really shitty one. What will happen is the purple Poe sister will kind of rotate around you into 4 different clones, and the one that's rotating, that does like a little spin first, is going to be the one that's going to be real. The other ones are just going to be fakes, or ghosts. Or a ghost of a ghost, if that even makes sense. So just use your arrows and, hit one. I was actually experimenting a little here. I thought maybe I could get them all with the spin attack, not the spin dash. This isn't Sonic, damn it. But apparently that didn't work. I guess she just gets pissed off if you do that shit. So use your arrow. It'll just save you time and trouble. I think after this hit I kill her. Or no, it must have been the next one. Yeah, it was this one I killed her. Pretty easy, and that's all the Poe sisters, so now we can use the elevator. And since we have the boss key, basically that means we can go to the boss now. So that's good, right? We're finally done with this dungeon. And after we're done with this dungeon, I don't have to talk to myself anymore, because I don't particularly like that. Although there is this dog that keeps on barking, which is really irritating me right now. It's like, what could he possibly be barking at? It's a town, it's in Indiana, it's actually a little cloudy outside. What could he be barking at? It's not like, the mailman or the ice cream truck is coming around the corner. Although I think I saw him around the corner about a week ago. Not sure why, because my street isn't very, populated with children. So, I mean, you'd think he'd go around like the elementary school or whatever. Well, maybe not the elementary school, but somewhere else, I don't know, with kids. Like the park. Anyways, here's our last skull of the dungeon. This room is always, like, confusing me a bit. Like, throughout the video, I kinda, you know, rotate clockwise and counterclockwise, and then, you know, up and down, you know, left, right, up, down, BA start, that kind of shit. And I think what you're supposed to do is, you see that thing right there that I'm standing on with, like, the gilded, I guess yellow or gold, whatever, next to that blue, that is basically supposed to line up with the north. But the thing is, even if you do it like that, there's going to be a gate that blocks it, so you have to hit a particular switch. I think it's a couple switches, actually, in order to unlock that, that passageway. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of rotating the room by pushing against those big stone slabs. It takes me a little time. Like, you see, that's actually the way to the dungeon, or the boss, but that gate is, the gate is closed, so we can't get any farther, so I rotated it more to find the switch for it. I mean, it's all a matter of trial and error with this thing, so you gotta just be a little patient about it. Make sure you don't miss the Skulltula. I'm pretty sure I missed that, like, the first time I played this game. Well, then again, the first time I played this game, I didn't really focus on the Skulltulas. I just couldn't be bothered with them. Because, you know, I just want to enjoy the game as it is, and then, I mean, usually that's how I work with like, really good games that I like to look forward to. Like when I was playing Final Fantasy X, like when I first played the game, I just played it to enjoy it. I didn't really want to go out of my way for, like, the ultimate weapons and shit like that. And for the record, I think I will eventually let's play that game, because I know quite a lot about it. I think I mentioned that in my last video also, that I would consider writing a walkthrough of it if, you know, if it was if I felt the need to. What was I going on about? The boss of this dungeon isn't really very... It's very interesting, but it's not very difficult, if that makes sense. It's uninterestingly difficult. Well, it has a certain factor. And fuck what I'm saying. You know what? Let's start over. Hi, my name is Final Master Link, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And we're gonna finish the Forest Temple. God, why do people watch this video? Why do people watch any videos? Especially like that one, oh shit, I'm hungry. Sorry, got a bit of a ADD right now. But yeah, why do people watch these videos anyways? I mean, the commentary is okay, but there are much better ones out there, I'm sure. Like, not to brown nose or anything, but Nintendo Kid 91 has some fairly good commentary. I guess it's similar to mine, only a bit better, well thought out. Which could be the same. I could say the same thing about his videos too, because I think he has like side marks or whatever, or annotations or something like that, which is a bit more professional, I suppose. But that's not really my. It's not really my cup of tea. So I mean, you never need that to be big on YouTube. So I mean, great is always good. So if that makes sense, then there you go. That's my advice to you. So yeah, here's the boss here. This is Phantom Ganon. It's pretty sweet, actually. It's not really Ganon, it's more like a cheap imitation, I would say. It's still a pretty cool boss, though. It definitely adds like the feeling of you know, kind of a dread that Link might be feeling from, you know, taking on the King of Evil, you know, later in the game, and we're gonna kill him, and then, you know, Princess Zelda's gonna have sex with us and all that shit. So what you gotta do here is he's gonna come out of one of those pictures, and he's gonna have one of them's gonna be real and the other is gonna be fake. What you want to do is you want to see if he is the slightly faster or ahead of the other ones. Like you see right there, in that instance, I got him right there. He does hit me, I think, a couple times because I fucked it up. But you want to watch for his shadow to kind of, not a shadow, his image to kind of come out of the picture. Like, you'll see like a purple portal or whatever, and then it'll turn like white, I think. You see, he got me there, that fucker, because I wasn't paying attention that time, but luckily I got a fairy in a bottle, so So I'm pretty sure I'm fine throughout this. Although I do fuck up a little later because there's actually 2 phases to his attacking. You see, right now he's going into his second phase. What he's gonna do is he's going to launch a projectile at you. It's like a ball of light, and what you're supposed to do is you kind of got to ricochet it with your sword. The timing's kind of, it's a little dodgy. You kind of have to make it so that it just barely grazes it, because if you do it too late, you're gonna get hit, and I get hit a lot. At least like 3 times, like that. You see, I fucked up the timing. It also helps if you keep a good distance between you and him. Otherwise, you know, it'll be much easier for him to throw you off your rhythm that you're trying to get while ricocheting it. So be careful of that. Luckily, I managed to do it fairly well. I say that now, but I can assure you, I do get better. Eventually, I do start hitting them back. Eventually. Like there. I think I get him this time. Yeah, playing tennis back and forth. What a boss, right, guys? Kind of reminds me of oh, what the fuck was that game called? Kind of reminds me of Mario and the Luigi Superstar Saga when we were battling, I think, one of the Koopa kids. Like you had a badminton or something, and you had to hit his fireballs back at him. That was pretty sweet. I always liked that fight. I actually did consider redoing that Let's Play, mainly because like half of it, or the majority of it, is kind of shittily done, and then the rest of it is actually, you know, decently done. So, like, I'm half tempted to just redo the whole thing, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't really mind playing through the game again. It's not that hard, to be honest. I mean, it's a fairly good RPG to get. If you want to get into RPGs, that'd be a good place to start with that game. I mean, it doesn't like insult your intelligence like, you know, like Final Fantasy Mystic Quest does, and I have played that game. Well, I only played like maybe 3 hours of it, and then I kind of got bored of it because it seemed a bit dumbed down. You know, how they're using like bars for your HP instead of because in the usual RPG you have, like, you know, numbers to represent your HP. But no, in Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, we're too dumb to understand numbers, so we're just gonna put bars there. So anyways, we killed Phantom Ganon, and I guess the real Ganon, like, talks to you through the purple portal of, you know, death. Who knows? Yeah, he has a point. When he fights the real Ganon, he's gonna be much harder. Sucks to be that, you know, creature that just got banished to the gap between dimensions, huh? I mean, because you know you're a real loser when you're trapped within the gap between dimensions, right? Anyways, so we killed the boss, and wait, where's my heart container? Go get the heart container, you fuck. There you go. I think one time I played through this game, I actually neglected to grab the heart container after I killed this boss. I think that was it might have been the second or third time I played this game, I don't remember. But I was just thinking, how could you possibly miss it? You know, the room's not even, you know, like 20 feet wide. How could you possibly miss the heart container? They put it like right in front of you. How could you do that, you dumb shit? I mean, come on, insulting. Very insulting. So we're in the Chamber of the Sages again, and as you might expect, the Sage of the Forest Temple is Saria, or Saria. I say Saria, it just sounds better to me. Yeah, Sage of the Forest Temple, we already knew that. I mean, who else would it be, you know? Let's see, no. You don't have to explain it to me, because it is destiny that you and I can't live in the same world. Well, that's kind of sad. I will stay here in the Forest Sage, as the Forest Sage, and help you. Now please take this medallion. Yeah, we got medallion swag now, guys. Because you know you're a real badass when you have medallions of multicolored variety. I know I'm going to be using that phrase like so much more than I intended to. So yeah, we got the Forest Medallion, and now Saria adds her Sage powers to yours, and blah blah blah. It's the same shit you did. It's going to be the same kind of shit throughout, like, all the characters. that you meet that are sages. Except for like the little thing, like, you know, she'll always be our friend. Well, you know, that's nice, but, you know, maybe Link wanted to be more than friends. Although then again, I'm not sure how that would work because she doesn't, she never ages, and yeah. So anyways, what the fuck's that thing? Holy fuck! It's a fucking tree! No, of course. No, it's not a tree, it's Fluttershy, clearly. Hey, I'm the Deku Tree Sprout. Because you and Saria broke the curse on the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. Thanks a lot. Sure thing, man. I wonder if he has any weed. Well, I'm sure he has weeds around him, but I mean weed as in like the smoking kind. Anyways, what's he talking about? Yeah, the Kokiri never age, in case you haven't pieced together the, you know, the little tidbits of information when you saw Mido and Saria. Hasn't aged a bit. And as you might have guessed, you're a Halayan. I like saying Halayan because it's not, you know, Halayan, it sounds like he's a lion or something. You know, I mean, comparing Link to a lion. Well, I guess you can compare him to a wolf after playing Twilight Princess, but, you know, I mean, I guess they're both dangerous creatures, and, well, whatever. Let's read the story. Let's see, there was once a fierce war in the world. Yeah, War of the Worlds, I've seen that movie. One day, to escape from the fires of the war, a Hawaiian mother and her baby boy entered the Forbidden Forest. I said Hawaiian again, damn it. The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. Yep. The Deku Tree could sense that this was a child of destiny, whose fate would affect the entire world, so he took him into the forest. Well, at least Hitler, you know, wasn't a part of this. I mean, who knows what Hitler would have done with Link, you know? Probably would have done, like, in, what was that one movie that's, like, there's a movie that I watched where it was about Hitler, like, clones being made in, like, different parts of the world. Shit, I forgot what it was called. I know I saw it before. Shit. What was it called? That's gonna drive me crazy now. I'm gonna have to look up that movie later. It's an interesting movie. Not entirely good, but it's interesting. So anyways, yeah, that's basically the story of how Link came to be. You know, it's not really that complicated, really. I mean, it's obvious he's not a Kokiri, so, you know, what else could he be? Could he be a Zora? Find out next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. I will see you guys later. Bye. Bye. Damn it.